Yes, people. Welcome back to the finished article. We are going to run down some of the games from the Euro 2020 tournament that have happened so far from kickoff day. Before I get into that, I'm just going to go through a few little banners at the bottom. So please leave a like, comment, and subscribe for the channel. Appreciate everyone tuning in all across social media: Facebook, Twitter, Periscope, YouTube. We're on the race to 100, and what that means is we're looking for, obviously, to hit that target of 100 subscribers. One of the first 100 people will get a prize. The prize is over here, but I'm not showing it to anyone. Add us up on all social media. They're right across the bottom there: Facebook, Twitter. Catch us on YouTube as well. Without further ado, though, I am going to bring my boy Shazad on. Yes, bro. How are we?
Good. Alhamdulillah. What can we say, bro? The sun's shining. European Championships have started. I cannot complain. But you know what? As Shaz has already kicked off, we're going to kick off with a special banner today. And by the way,
so I want to give a really quick. No, not that, bro.
Yes,
that's not a special one. The most important thing is I do appreciate the birthday, bro. I appreciate the love, as always.
share the love, boys. Share the love.
I wish Christian Eriksen a speedy recovery.
Yeah.
You know what happened with Christian Eriksen was shocking. I can't imagine what his family's going through. Can't imagine what that team is going through right now, and himself. Such a shocking moment. So I'm gonna keep him and his family in our prayers and wish him a speedy recovery. And I know people are saying that he might not be able to play football again, but I do hope he does get to grace us on the pitch again because he's a quality player.
I'm just glad that at least he's awake, and I think the human life is the winner in this situation. Because as we know, life is more important than sports. But glad to see that he's at least awake and stable, and we wish him a speedy recovery going forward.
I mean, I do want to comment on the coverage of it from BBC. What BBC did was out of order. They showed them doing CPR on him. They showed him whilst he was out cold on the floor. They showed, his girlfriend, his wife. I don't know if he's married, if it's his girlfriend or his wife. I'm not too sure. But they showed her crying. It was out of order. They should have more respect for people instead of just trying to get ratings and views. But yeah, that's just crazy. That's just BBC for you, isn't it? Yeah, I also want to, obviously, Lukaku scored and dedicated that goal to Christian Eriksen, which was classy from the guy. Secondly, I don't know how to pronounce his surname. Simon, is it Kajaya from Denmark?
Yeah.
He did three things, bro. He made sure Christian Eriksen didn't swallow his tongue, so he didn't stop breathing. He put him in the right position, and he consoled Eriksen's wife to make sure she was okay. And obviously, it's four things. And he actually got the team to shield around Eriksen, so the cameras couldn't actually see what was going on. That guy's a hero, bro. He saved his life, looked after his family, and he looked after his integrity and his self-respect. And that's the type of people you want around you, bro. That guy is, I don't know, man. He's just something else, man. That was a very special moment, and he did what obviously anyone should be doing in that situation. He looked after the injured, he looked after the family, and he looked after that person mentally, and obviously for later, he looked after him mentally, emotions as well for the family. He did everything he could to protect him. Big shout out to that guy.
Big shout out, no, and as we've said throughout the short period we've been live, that we wish him a speedy recovery. And we hope, as Shaz said, to see him back sooner rather than later. But yeah, just wanted to put that out there because I thought that was important to get out there first thing.
Definitely, bro, definitely.
So
before we move on to any of the games, bro, I do need to ask a question to people. You're gonna hate me for this, Shaz. You're absolutely gonna hate me for this. You know what it is, don't you? Go on, bro. You know what it is. I want you to read that out for me, bro. Read that out for me, bro.
Who knows where Wan-Bissaka is?
Please,
Yes,
anybody,
indeed.
if you've seen Wan-Bissaka, please let me know.
I
But yeah, we'll move on from there. We'll move on from there, bro.
I heard he's at Carrington training for the new season.
Yeah,
He's just,
exactly. He's training with the team.
but yes,
That's awesome, man. That's
as always,
awesome.
thank you very
But
much,
we'll
guys,
kick off.
for tuning in.
Yeah,
As
appreciate
always,
everyone tuning in. Likes.
comments, likes, we really do appreciate it.
We
But
will kick
without
off
further
with
ado,
the
go for it.
start of the tournament. We'll kick off with Turkey versus Italy. Turkey got done 3-0 by Italy. Italy off to a great start at the Euros, showing that they're up there with the contenders. Turkey had a lackluster performance. They didn't bring their A game, and that's what happens when you don't bring your A game.
No, that's true. So we know that Italy's first goal was an own goal from Demiral. Was through pressure through Italy pressing them, and then Immobile and Insigne got the late 2 goals. But for me, Italy completely dominated the game from start
100%.
to finish. Yes, I know Shaz predicted Turkey. He wanted them to do well. Well, I think this was just a case of Italy having too much.
This was just Italy having too much for a team like Turkey, and they showed that in the game. That very clinical finishing, 3-0. Who can complain? They showed first game of the whole tournament, and they showed that they mean business in this tournament.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that it was a good game. I enjoyed it.
No, it was. I enjoyed. It was good to see fans back in the stadium. Hopefully,
100%.
everyone enjoys the tournament. That those that do go, but please stay safe. Just because people have been starting to get vaccinated doesn't mean that everything's completely back to normal. So please do stay safe.
Yeah, that's very true. Very true.
And we'll hopefully get through this all together. But moving on,
definitely. Move on to the next game. Wales pulling out a draw against Switzerland.
Yes.
Switzerland were winning 1-0 most of the game. I thought Switzerland were going to take this, I'll be honest.
Yeah, me too.
After they scored in the 49th minute, I thought they were going to take it. But you had your boy Kiefer Moore with his pink headband on for scoring the equaliser. Wales did well to squeeze out a point in the game.
They did, considering the fact that Swiss also had a goal disallowed in the second half towards the end of the game. But luckily, it was just offside, so VAR came to their rescue. But Wales have to improve going forward if they're to progress.
Definitely. Wales need to improve on their game if they want to go further. I don't know. I'd like to see Wales progress and see if they can do well through the group stages, but I don't know. I don't know right now if they've got enough to get there, to be honest, after watching that performance, bro.
As one of my mates put it, Wales are the England C team, as he likes to call them.
The England C team, yeah? Fair enough.
Refers to them as the England C team. But yeah, moving on. Well, the aftermath of this is relevant considering what we've just talked about.
Yeah.
But, I'm not really sure what to say about this. So for me, the fact that the game was played so soon after what happened, for me, it left.
Did they finish the game off? Because I didn't watch the rest of it, bro.
So what happened was that UEFA asked both sets of players what they'd like to do. So they had 2 options. One was to finish the game later on Saturday, and one was to come back and play the rest of the game today. So I think what happened was once the guys had heard Christian Eriksen was awake and stable, or he was talking or breathing, he decided to continue. But for me, as Peter Schmeichel said in a recent interview, I thought it was left a bad taste, and UEFA should have taken charge.
I mean, UEFA should have made that call themselves to abandon the game, maybe leave it at 0-0 and give both teams a point. I don't know why they decided to finish this game off after what happened. The whole Denmark team and even the Finland team are going to be shocked after what happened, and they're not going to be in the right state of mind to play a game. This is UEFA, innit? They just want money.
I mean, this
that's
is
all they're about. They don't care about the people. They don't care about the players.
This is again where mental health is very important. So
100%.
We as fans have just witnessed the most shocking thing ever. We've taken, myself and Chaz personally made the decision not to go live with the stream yesterday after what we
exactly, man. It was
we took time out.
It takes a toll on you seeing something like that happen to such in such a big, live on TV.
Yeah.
And especially happening to someone that obviously, we don't know him personally, but the thing is, he's a football player. You see him regularly. Well, we used to see him regularly play for Tottenham before he moved to Milan. And obviously, he's such a nice person himself, and to have something like that happen to him, it leaves you feeling quite emotional and distressed.
It does.
And that's why we made that decision not to come on yet last night. And that's why we're on tonight, because obviously we've given ourselves some time to take it in, to process it, to recover from it. And that's why we're here talking about it now, because obviously it does need to be talked about. And especially mental health needs to be talked about as well.
No,
it's
indeed,
not
indeed.
just shy away from.
I think the big shout out to the medics who got to Christian Eriksen as soon as they did. The fact that CPR is highlighted, everybody should take the time to get to know how to do it, because God forbid if someone in your neighborhood suffers from it, then if you can assist, that would be greatly saving someone's life. So
100%, bro, you bang on there. If you can do CPR, or if you can go and learn any medical first aid, go do it. Who knows? You might save someone's life. In the future, if you have that skill, if you know how to do it and you can save someone's life, why not?
Indeed.
I've done a first aid course. I did it a while back, and obviously, I'd like to do a refresh on it. But obviously, I don't have the time right now. But in the future, I probably will do a refresh on my first aid course. Definitely.
No, that is true. So anyway, moving on. We had the last game of the yesterday, which was Belgium versus Russia. And what can I say? Lukaku, as Shaz mentioned at the top of the show, got a double, dedicated his goals to his Inter Milan teammate, Christian Eriksen. Lovely,
very classy. Like, he ran up to the first goal. I think he ran up to the camera, and you could hear him say, "Chris, I love you."
Yeah,
as in Christian Eriksen. I think he just calls him Chris.
I think Son did the same as well when he scored for South Korea. So it was good to see that everybody was paying their tributes to him.
No, definitely. I mean, I've always said this about Lukaku. He's a great player. He scores a lot of goals. Why did Solskjaer sell him to Milan from United? I still don't get the logic behind that. The guy's an out-and-out goal scorer. He scores plenty of goals, and he scored plenty of important goals for United. He scored against Paris Saint-Germain when we were in the Champions League, on that amazing comeback night that we had. And then at the end of the season, he gets sold. It's like, what is that about?
No,
we've got Rashford. Yes, we've got Mason Greenwood, but you brought in Cavani because you needed an out-and-out striker, but you had one and sold him.
No, that's true.
Where's the logic in it, bro? You sell someone like Lukaku, and then you bring in someone similar to him like Cavani. And I think Lukaku's stronger and more clinical in front of goal than Cavani, just because of the sheer size of the guy.
Yeah.
But saying that Cavani's movement is next to nothing, no one can touch Cavani on his movement.
That's
off the ball movement, on the ball movement, the guy's next level.
Indeed.
So it's a toss-up. Who would you rather have, Shaz? Lukaku or Cavani?
I think he's spoiled for choice.
If you had to pick one of those two as for United to be up front, who would you pick?
Who would I pick? I would pick.
If you had to pick one, so let's say at Man United, let's say you're manager, yeah, and you've got Lukaku in the squad, and you know that you can sell him and then buy Cavani. Would you keep Lukaku or would you sell him and get Cavani?
But I wouldn't have sold him, so I would have brought him alongside Cavani. That's a different story.
No, you can't do that. No, the question is, who would you have? One, only one, bro. You can't have both. You can't be greedy, bro.
Oh, you're asking personal preference?
Yeah, no, personal preference. Who would you have, bro?
I'd have Cavani.
Yeah,
just what he's done. I respect what you said, and I don't disagree with it. If you had to ask me, I'd pick Cavani 9 times out of 10 simply because of his.
That makes sense. You would pick Cavani because Cavani's a brilliant player, man. Like I said, off the ball, on the ball movement, can't touch the guy.
Yeah.
But if I was Solskjaer at United with Lukaku already in my team, I would not be looking to sign another striker. I would have Lukaku as my main man up front, and you build your team around him and Bruno Fernandes and Pogba. So you'd have them three in your lineup and build the other players around them as a team.
No, that
But
is.
I'm not going to continue talking about United. Tonight is about the Euros. Let's get on to the next game, Shaz.
So,
Today's game, England taking on Croatia, and England finally winning their opening game of a tournament, first group game of the tournament.
yeah, first time in a European Championships they've managed to
So,
win.
shout out to the England squad. Well done, people. And I'm going to mention this, Shaz, because before the game, I was looking at the England squad and I was looking at it like, yo, what the heck is this squad? You've got a left back playing at a right back playing at left back. You haven't got Grealish in the team.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming on, boys. Let's get on that.
It's coming on.
But then you've got no Jack Grealish in the team, which I can understand why he did it after watching the game. If you watch what's he called? Phillips.
Yeah.
The guy had an outstanding game, bro. Outstanding.
For me,
The guy was defensively good, attackingly good. He broke up their play with tackles and what do you call it? Fouls that he knew he could get away with, basically. I can't think of the word right now that they call it. A technical foul. I think that's what they call it. But he was making so many of them during that game. If you watch it from the start to finish, he made loads, bro. And he didn't even get a yellow card during the whole game. That's how sly he was about it.
No,
but he broke up play so well, and he had the assist for Sterling's goal. I very impressed with that player, man. And I wasn't even expecting him to be even getting a game in the Euros. I just thought he'd be one of those on the bench.
You know what? I think what he did was he knew what Croatia were all about. So he said, you know what, he went against grain. Instead of picking Grealish and your Sanchos, he said, look, I need to have two DMs in there, and I need to nullify
You're right. They're saying that a manager can do one of two things, bro. He can follow the media narrative and say, okay, I'll pick the squad that the media wants me to pick. Whether we win or lose, the media and the fans get what they want, which is picking your Grealish, picking your Rashford and your Sancho and Luke Shaw and all these players. But what he did, he went against that, like you said. He picked the squad that he felt was the best to win this game. And he wasn't wrong. They went out there, they performed well, they won the game. That's all that matters. Gareth Southgate won, England fans nil.
Indeed. That's why he's manager, and we're all fans sitting behind a keyboard.
No, definitely. And he deserves to be there after having winning for the first time in a European Championship, winning the opening game for England in the group. That's something no other manager has done for a long time for England. And having Gareth Southgate come out, do that with this squad, brilliant. Hats off to him. Let's hope we continue that form into the next game. Win. Because, boys, it's all about what it says down there. It's coming home. Finally, football's coming home after 50 years.
Nice. Anyway, moving on. Then the mid-afternoon game. Austria 3-1 winners against North Macedonia. And special shout out to North Macedonia for the comical goal they scored. I don't know if anyone's got a chance to see it, but
I haven't seen it actually, bro. Was it that bad?
It was a shocker. It was basically an error from Austria, and I couldn't stop laughing. But definitely worth a watch. So special shout out for their first goal. Austria in the end run out comfortable winners. And as Shaz and me said in our predictions, this was one that we were all debating over who would finish bottom and who would finish third. And I would say that Austria would sort of take it, but we'll see how it goes. There's still a couple of games to go.
And just there is one more game playing today, which is Holland versus Ukraine. Currently, as it stands, it is 0-0 in the game. I'd be expecting Holland to win that game though. They've got a strong team.
You would, but I don't know if you saw the chance in the I think 5th minute. The Netherlands missed an open goal. So
Okay.
yeah, I have no idea what to say about that. I mean, I'm not surprised how. I'm not sure how it's still no.
Yeah, no,
Why
true.
it's not win-win, but we'll keep you updated in the next podcast as to how this one
Yeah,
turns
man.
out.
Yeah, man.
You know
I
what?
mean, to the people that are tuned in right now, let us know what you thought of the games that obviously that we've gone through. The England game against Croatia, Wales, Denmark and Finland, Belgium, Russia, Turkey, Italy. You know, all the games. Let us know your thoughts.
Yeah,
Let us know what you're thinking of going forward. You know, the games in the future. Obviously, we did the reviews of the groups. If you've not seen them, go check them out and leave your predictions for the group games. Let us know who
I
you
think
think's
you
going to
know
win
what.
each group.
I know Shaz is too modest to admit anything, but I have to bring this one back up.
My guy, my
Bring it on.
guy. Cheers,
But you know
bro.
what?
Appreciate,
As you
appreciate
said,
that.
special happy birthday to Shaz. Anyone tuning in, please leave a like, subscribe, because you know what? All Shaz wants is to grow the channel, as we both do, and we want to produce the content for you guys. So please, as a best birthday present you can give us, well, not myself, but Shaz, more so today. Please leave a like, subscribe, share on your social media. You know, this is the boy here that made this all happen. So big shout out to Shaz. We will be producing more content as the tournament goes along. Trust me, we were in
100%.
for a cracker of a month. You'll be seeing more of our beautiful faces. Hopefully, celebrating it's coming home, but we'll see how that goes.
We'll see how it
We will
goes,
be
bro. We'll see how that.
previewing the game against Scotland next Friday, coming this week. But and that's a beautiful ticker back to where it begins before Shaz kicks my ass. Please leave a like, subscribe, and comment. As we've said all along, Shaz has got an amazing prize that he's going to give to the lucky 100 subscriber. I can't remember what it was, but I know it's one not to be missed. So definitely please get as many of your fans and followers to tune in. But thank you very much for tuning in. And as always, we've got our new Twitter page with for you guys to follow, and our Twitter handles if you want to hit both of us up on. Leave some comments, let us know what you want us to cover, or if there's if you guys want to join us, by all means, please do drop us a note. We'd be more than happy to have fans on. But for myself, take care, guys. Have a good evening, and until next time, see you soon.
See you soon, peeps. See you soon.